as I've already shared, I've had my own journey with my own spirituality, which came from actually walking the walk. So for, close to 15 years, the earlier part of my career, I teach mindfulness, I teach deep breathing and all of these tools. And they were great tools because it helped me be effective very quickly with people. And I dabbled in meditation myself, but I wasn't really practicing it for myself, to be honest. And, I actually was talking to Dr. Dyche because it was 2 years ago when I call it the summer of chaos, where it was all those shootings. And Dr. Dyche just happened to be in Toronto, and I was at her conference, and I actually met Karen Day at that time, and you too. And I was experiencing my own turmoil. And Dr. Dyche, it was the first time I actually learned how to put myself in trance. And the insights that came to me at that time were very powerful. Some of them I still share today in terms of poetry that came out or images of myself, and a clear understanding that I am a spiritual being first, having a human experience. That's the insight that I think really summarizes what Dr. Mate was saying, what a lot of us are saying. Because when we understand that, if we think of ourselves as just human, that's the material realm that we're in. We're inherently flawed. That's what that tells us. As opposed to, I'm a spiritual being that is integral and whole. Right? And so I have a scientific background. People say, well, how can you prove that? Well, how can you prove any theory? The proof of a theory is whether or not it's useful. We can't really actually prove a theory. It's what does it lead to? And so I ask you, if you put those two theories of being beside each other, one leads to a lot of looking to the outside. It's a very useful theory for consumerism, for oppression, for a message that only certain people get to be up there, and they have these big castles, and they got there by oppressing and killing and doing a lot of nasty stuff. But we praise them and give them all our money and think somehow we should be like them. As opposed to having that deep respect just for yourself as well as someone else. So in terms of my practice, when I'm meeting with someone, I know all of you have spoken to people that have had horrendous upbringings, and yet when you ask them, what did you need then? They can tell you very clearly. From a small child, they know. So isn't that amazing? Like you didn't know anything else, but you knew what you needed and it wasn't there. And then you had to adapt to survive in this place. And so if we have that deep respect, if we see ourselves as being a whole intrinsic being, then we actually get to rely on our training and background to kick in when we need it. We can be very present with people and understand and see their resiliency, understand and see their wisdom, and highlight that for themselves, amplify that voice. And we get to join in that experience, and we benefit from all of that, that wisdom that comes our way. That's one of the positive side effects of our jobs, right?